Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and some of you people who have been following me for a longer time are probably wondering what Raw Strength and Muscle is, what happened to Old Man Revolution, and those of you who have been watching me for even longer are wondering what happened to anaerobics. So I'm going to do a completely separate video where I explain what I call the Raw Strength and Muscle Manifesto. Okay, what the brand's about, what all the videos are going to be about, what the general tone is going to be. But in this video, I want to explain everything that happened leading up to Raw Strength and Muscle, okay? So if you guys don't know, I started this social media fitness thing years ago when I turned 40 years old. And what happened is I was extremely overweight at like 39 and 3/4 or 2/3. I basically had like 4 months to lose 40 pounds because I was fat, I was unhealthy, I was unhappy, and I wanted to be lean and ripped by the time that I turned 40 years old. And I did. Just a couple weeks before I turned 40, I was extremely lean. At that point, I needed like a role model, okay, something to shoot for, something to motivate me. And it just so happened that the physique I wanted was the physique that was created by the Korean pop star called Rain, who was the lead actor in the movie Ninja Assassin, which had just come out before I started my transformation. I believe that I surpassed his physique. I got just as lean, but I was more muscular. I was extremely happy. And the program that I used, I called Anaerobics because it was anaerobic instead of aerobic conditioning, okay? Instead of continuing for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, what I did was I did short bursts of maybe 10 reps of an explosive plyometric exercise, 30-second break. Or I would do 10 burpees and a 30-second break. Or I would do jump rope intervals, etc., depending upon the day. But that's basically what it was about. It's like aerobics, but anaerobic. So instead of like women just being like, yay, we're gonna jump up and down for an hour, it was like, you're gonna kill yourself, take a short break, kill yourself, take a short break, and do that for about half an hour, okay? So Anaerobics was born, the Anaerobics workout, the Anaerobics diet, and I created the Anaerobics brand in social media because I thought, hey, I just go ahead, put out a couple videos, make $1 million selling my courses, and that was gonna be the end of everything. Little did I know that was the beginning of everything because I was still unhappy with my physique, okay? I was not as big muscularly, I was not as strong muscularly as I wanted to be. So I did reach my goal of getting the Rain Ninja Assassin physique. I did get my goal of getting shredded, getting massive abs by my 40th birthday. But, goals evolve over time. Okay, so that was not enough to take me through for the rest of my life. So that's when I started working on Vince Gironda, Rio Blair, other types of like low carb dieting. Okay, the steak and eggs diet was the first official like zero carb diet that I ever went on, ketogenic type diet. And I just read everything and tested all the different diets that Vince Gironda had, that Rio Blair had, the anabolic diet, all kinds of different diets I looked into, I tried out on myself, posted the results, talked about them in my videos, and I started to grow a little bit bigger while staying pretty lean, or if I bulked a little too much, I got lean quickly. And at the same time, I got into body weight calisthenics, okay? Ring dips, ring push-ups, pull-ups, ring rows, body weight squats. That was basically what I was doing. And I did get bigger and I did get stronger and I did stay lean or get lean again. But I still was not, once again, where I wanted to be. So what do you do then? Well, when I turned 43, I noticed that my results weren't quite the same as they used to be. Jump on a diet and I get lean, but not where I used to get lean. Jump on a diet and get, stronger if it was like a bulking type diet, but I wouldn't get stronger quite the same way. Went to a doctor and he's like, guess what? Testosterone levels are 300 to 1100 is normal, okay? That could be at the low end for like an 80-year-old man, at the high end for like an athletically fit, 18, 20-year-old. Well, I had like a 300 something. So I was at the very low end of what's called normal. So I jumped on TRT right after my 43rd birthday. I added in weights for the first time in forever, which was basically weighted calisthenics, okay? And I just bulked, lean bulked for about a year and a half straight, okay? And that was the point at which my results really exploded, because adding in the weight, bulking for such a long time, adding in the TRT, I put on, in a year and a half, I put on like 15, 18 pounds of muscle. Since then, I probably put on a little bit more. I mean, I'd say in like 2, 3 years, I probably put on like maybe close to 20 pounds of muscle in, like I said, 3 years. And I gotten extremely strong, okay? And what I've noticed along through the way was this is not just about getting in shape. There has to be something more to life than just getting in shape. And that's the reason why I went from anaerobics to Old Man Revolution, which was I wanted to inspire and motivate older guys to do what I've done. No matter how old you are, you're pushing 40, you're 39 and 2/3, you got just a few months left. You can get ripped, you can get big, you can do whatever you want, even though you're almost 40. Right now I'm 46, so Old Man Revolution made sense for me. But what I noticed are a couple of things. Number one, just because you're old and trying to get in shape doesn't mean that you have the same mindset I do, the same training approach that I do. And second, there were a lot of guys that are like younger and they're like, man, I'm in my 20s, but I still love your stuff. I'm going to watch it, and the same thing with even with the diets. I mean, I had people saying they're like, I don't even, do low carb anymore. They used to, that's how they found me. They don't even do low carb anymore. And they still, like my stuff, and they're still going to follow me. So that's basically what it all came down to, is at some point I was just like, what is it that keeps everything together? So I went from anaerobics to Old Man Revolution, then to anaerobics, then to Old Man Revolution. And recently I realized my people are people who like to train hard, who like to diet hard, who want to achieve stuff in life. And it's not just workouts, it's not just getting big and getting lean and getting strong. It's just you want to live your own life. Now, I'm going to discuss, as I said, the manifesto, okay, the meaning behind the raw strength and muscle movement in a completely different video. But what I'm basically saying right now is this is going to be not just training, not just, diet, but it's going to be the way you approach your life in general, okay? What I have for people who follow me, who believe the same things that I believe, who are going to identify with this movement, are the people who want to train hard, okay? It's not an age group. It's not even a gender group. I mean, there are women who might be interested in this. The point is, do you want to train hard? Do you want to diet hard? Do you want to decide what you want out of life and go after it and not care about how old you are or how young you are or whether it's possible or whether it's difficult? Do you want to make a decision, follow that decision, and follow through on it? And, it's going to be mostly diet. It's going to be mostly workouts, but that is also just like a metaphor for life, okay? You can apply the raw strength and muscle concepts, the program, the attitude, the philosophy to every area of your life. So watch the next video, the Raw Strength and Muscle Manifesto, which I will be linking below this video, to find out exactly what raw strength and muscle is about. But like I said, I just wanted to explain to you guys why I had to take so much time and go through so many different paths until I finally found raw strength and muscle, which is where it's going to be right now. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you very much for watching all my videos all this time. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now. Click for notifications. Look in the description below to watch the manifesto video, and also look in the video below to make sure that you follow me on all of my other social media, especially Instagram, because that is going to be where I am going to be putting out a whole lot of like day-to-day stuff, okay? Not just these longer videos in YouTube, but my just day-to-day thoughts, progress in my physique, progress on my workouts, what I'm eating, etc., etc. That's the best way to, like, at the moment, find exactly what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.